There was something else that I had wrote in my notes. First of all, I need to just organize my life because I just be jotting shit down and everything's everywhere. My notes are so chaotic.
Same.
It's
so bad. I'm not even gonna lie. I write in my notes and I don't even go back because it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too fucking much.
I have things just all over the place, and every time I'm like, Kia, go back. Like, cucumbers? Why is cucumbers...
That could have been for a grocery list. See, I know all too well.
Nah, you know what? I'm not even gonna hold you. I think that that's in my notes because I think it has something to do with sex. Like, you remember that period of time? And I don't fucking remember where or how the trend started, but like bitches was going in the grocery store and just like fucking deep throating cucumbers. What's wrong with people?
Now, I maybe if I could find it, I'll show you. Now they doing this thing where like they have the pickle down here and then they open their mouth and it comes out their mouth. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it because I just said.
First of all, have some fucking decorum.
Who
raised y'all?
Fuck. And why are you?
People are out here starving and you fucking deep throating pickles. No.
Like, why did you do that? Why would you do that and record it?
Yo, in the car? Where were you going?
And I'm like,
where were you headed from?
Girl, you're so pretty. I'm like, oh, she's pretty, her smile. And then she just nasty. Just nasty as hell.
Wow.
Like,
and that's a whole pickle. That's not like one of the pre-cut ones. That's a whole ass pickle.
And this is my thing, right? You know, I don't shame nobody. But some stuff, I'm just like.
Why?
That, like, you're classless. like this things that I'm not going to do on social media. And those are one of them.
That's insane. That's insane. And then the fact that when it came out, she was like, oh shit, surprise. Nobody told you to stick that whole ass pickle in your mouth.
You did that to yourself.
That's crazy. All for some likes and views.
Some likes and views. Girl, everybody's doing everything for clout these days.
You know, hate to see it.
I hate it for them.
I really just have notes on notes on notes. But sometimes, you know what? The good thing about notes, though, I be going to my notes when either I'm trying to come up with one of my long, drawn-out captions. Because, you know, I've been doing a lot more reflective captions and posts lately. Mm-hmm. So I do that to type them up first so I can just copy and paste. Because if you try to do it Instagram be acting funny sometimes. I don't have the patience or the emotional capacity for that. Yeah. And if you mess up, you got to go back. See,
and you got to scroll up.
Yeah.
Then it's just
and
much.
Then I also, if I'm like sending a text message where I want to make sure it's very clear, mm-hmm. I type it in my notes first, so I like reread it.
Maybe I need to start doing that.
You know what? Did I tell you about the whole shit that went down with
I know he like came back.
But I told so the other night when I was really stressed out, the screenshots I posted in my story.
Yes.
That was him.
Yes, I remember that. We did have that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Crazy. Just ridiculous.
I don't know. Some rub me the wrong way sometimes.
Yeah, so I brought it back up because I had told Jawan about it. And he was like, why are you stressed out over it? I said, I'm not stressed out over it, but, like, I just need you to understand that really... And I guess I was really frustrated because that whole day, I was having such a good day. I took time out of my day to meditate, like, because that day I had to teach... There was, like, an employee wellness day for my job, and they wanted my department to lead... art activities. So I was leading 2 drawing activities simultaneously, and then somebody else was leading a dance class. Mm-hmm. So they got the opportunity to pick between the 3. So, you know, I'm working with adults, we're doing these activities, and everybody's like, oh, I don't know how to draw. But everybody had a great time. So I'm like, and me and my mom had a really good conversation too, because you know my mom works with me now. And so
I didn't know that.
So basically the activity is called neurographic art, and the idea is you don't have to do this part, but I encourage it. It's like basically think about something that is either causing you stress, something that you're looking forward to, something positive that's happened, or like if none of that is necessarily the case and you just need time to relax, just check in and see how you're feeling in that moment and just kind of like write it down, whether it's like words or actual phrases. Then once you do that, you just draw a continuous line. And once you feel like your line is complete, you then go back in and like, let me do like a mini, where the lines intersect, you start to round them out. And it's basically supposed to resemble, almost like the painting I did for you too, but it's supposed to resemble neurons in your head. But the whole idea is that you're kind of like meditating and you're processing everything that's going on in relation to whatever it is you wrote down. So I say all that to say, my mom, she was helping me, and then there was some breaks in between, and she started doing hers. And the word that she chose was loneliness. And then she said, though, like, you know, she's been feeling lonely. She's been, like, trying to figure out stuff ever since, you know, the breakup with my stepdad. But she said that as she continued working on the piece, she realized that she's not actually lonely. Like, she has a lot of connections and has people in her life that are obviously there rooting for her. And that, like, made her really happy. So when she started adding the color, she was just so happy. So having that conversation with my mom and working with my mom was like very enlightening. So it was a very fulfilling day. And then when I got home, that's when I finally talked to you. And I was like, oh my gosh, like my friend, I missed her. Everything was great. Such a wonderful day. I think I meditated 3 times at that point, because I did like my morning, my midday while I was at work, and then I think I did one when I got home. And
I need to get back in
that's when in the middle of my nighttime meditation, I was like, I'll get back to it. And then he started being like, oh, well, you could have called me back. If I could have called you back, I would have called you back.
And I remember
I would have called you back, bro.
And then you made that post.
That blew the shit out of me. Because first of all, who do you think you are?
Who are you talking to?
Thank you. And I be minding my business. People want to sit here and talk about, oh, Kia hate men.
No.
I hate that y'all have the audacity. Because if you know me, am I unhinged? Absolutely. But, like, I'm respectful.
Always.
I'm respectful.
I'm the one that's disrespectful.
Yes, you are disrespectful. I be trying to be nice to people. And maybe that's my problem. I need to stop being nice to people.
Yeah, you need to be unhinged. And not all the time. Like, I'm finding balance, right? Like, sometimes it's like, all right, Tori, you gotta take the high road. Because some shit I be looking back on, like, some of the shit I've done, it's just like, you did not need to do that. I don't even know why these people still talk to you. Why did you do that?
You definitely are unhinged.
Yeah, but like sometimes it's like because people keep playing with you.
Yeah,
like,
no, I get it. I would say that on the outside looking in, you're definitely more unhinged than me. And I be trying to give people a doubt. You're ready to go, and I'm just like, but wait. Maybe look at it this way. And you're just like, nah. No. And I feel like, you know, sometimes I really do feel like you are warranted in your reactions.
Yes.
What I think, though, is that what I've come to realize is while it might be a warranted reaction, you kind of have to do that self-reflection and think, like, what is me reacting like this going, like, who is it really going to fuck over?
Right, and what is it going to do for you?
Yeah. Because energy.
No, for real.
Energy is serious.
And then it also is just like, if I have to act like that with you, I don't need to be dealing with you.
Why is my brother?
He loves you.
My mom, so she left her phone in the house. So she got this like little track phone that the government gave her that she keep in the car for emergencies. So in my phone, it's saved as Mom Flipper because a little flip jump. Yeah. So she texted us and she said, left phone at home. If you need me, call this number, Mom. So then that was at like 9 o'clock in the morning. She just texted. She said, did y'all get my message? My brother goes, @fake mom. No.
Why he do that? Why he call her fake?
My brother is an asshole.
That is anything to say. @fake mom. No.
Oh my God. My brother lives to troll. I love it though. I love it.
@fake mom.
@fake mom.
And that's not even no nigga shit. That's some like the girls be acting like that towards their mom. So you know he not playing. I don't fuck with you right now.
Oh my God. My brother's a trip. I love him. It's crazy I'm very grateful for the relationship that I have with my brother, though, because
it could be terrible.
It could be terrible. And as I've gotten older, I've realized how much alike we are. And I actually enjoy my brother's company. Like, I be wanting to hang out with him. If you told younger Kia wants to hang out with Richard, I'd be like, the fuck is wrong with you? Absolutely not. No. But that's my dog. That's my dog for real. When we went on the cruise back in 2019, we both just so happened to pack all white outfits. Mm-hmm. So after dinner, we had went out and on the deck and we was taking pictures. All the white folk was like, "Oh my God, congratulations on getting married!" I'm like, "This is my brother."
This is my brother.
No,
but you know, white people be doing that.
Yeah,
they be married.
Then there was another time we went out to Arundel Mills.
And as if y'all don't look alike. Y'all actually do look alike.
We look alike.
But white people think all black people
That's
look alike.
True.
They do.
That's true.
But I also think all white people look alike. So we even.
Right. But we're out of Arundel Mills. We're in the food court. And there was a lady cleaning. And then we went to go sit at a table. As it would have it, my brother, he's just as clumsy as me. But, like, I'm clumsy to where it's my own detriment. I fuck myself. My brother's just like a klutz, like dropping shit. So, as luck would have it, he drops like a whole bunch of chips. Now I know the only reason my brother cleaned those chips up was because he felt bad. The lady literally just cleaned that spot and he didn't want her to do that. Yeah. Any other time, he probably would have left them there.
Yeah.
So he cleans them up. I help him. We sit down. We get to eat him. Some white man comes over.
It's always white people. You see how immediately
he comes over. He's looking at me. He's like, he pats my brother. He's like, "You got a good man right here cleaning up after himself." So me and my brother just look at each other and I'm just like, "Thanks." He's like, "Keep this one. You got to keep her, ma'am." And then walks away. And then my brother looked at me. I look at him and he was like, "You know why I cleaned it up?" I said, "Yeah, I know why you cleaned it up. You only cleaned it up because she just finished cleaning." And he was like, "Yeah, okay, as long as you know." But
somebody put something in the door.
Oh. I was like, "Oh, we got a guest."
No, but people have done that with me and my brother before. They think we're in a relationship or whatever the case is, and I just be like, I don't even be saying nothing. I don't say a word.
Well, yeah, I mean, he walked off before I could even say anything, and I just kind of let it be. I just let it be. I'm like, all right, I guess we're dating. My brother and my sister, they do that. They're on some other shit. Like,
nope.
They be going around acting like they.
No. And it's so bad.
The funniest
Some
shit.
of my brothers I understand because I don't look like all of them, but there's one that I do look like, but he has lighter eyes. Yeah. So like when people will say to me like, "That's a nice girl. You gotta have babies with that one." Ew. Like when we was kids, it was really bad. Like because he's only a year away from me, like literally a year. So like when we was kids, like when he was 12 and I would be 11, they be like girls be like, "Your man is fine." Ew. Who is my man? Ew. Who is my man? Y'all have never seen me kiss this man. I don't even really get too close to him because he stink a little bit. Like, are y'all dumb? But no, it was one time, it was real bad. They thought that these two men was fucking me. Ew. Like a fucking threesomes all the time with two niggas. No joke. It was me and my brother and my other brother. We were all in the store. And I was going like this to them, like, "Come on, guys, let's go, let's get our food." This white, and it's like it's white people. This white lady gonna say to us, "Oh, girl, I would love me some jungle fever like that." Ew. What? Ew. So like, me and Tana, we knew what she was talking about. My other brother, he a little slow, so he was like, "No, kid, please." He was like. Jungle fever. He was like, "You been to the jungle?" And I'm like, "Oh my God." Now he about to entertain this lady. She said to me, no joke. This lady said to me, "Do you guys like bring other people in the room?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I don't even be in a room with them. Like, what are you talking about?" Ew. That is nasty. You're nasty. Yeah, you're gross. A nasty lady. She was like, y'all don't like, those aren't your husbands?" They're my brothers. We came from the same ball sack. What is wrong with you? I was so upset, Kia. I hate it. I really do. It just makes my stomach hurt so bad. Like, don't ever think that. But you know what's bad? People think me and Devon are brother and sister. That's what throws me off. That's what throws me.
I can see. No. I know.
I don't look like him.
I can see it. I'm not saying you look like him, but I could see being around y'all. I could see why somebody would say that. I'm not saying I believe that. Yeah. But I could see. Because
you know us.
Exactly.
But no, people, when we be in the store, people will say, like, oh, this is your nephew, saying Deshaun is my nephew. Like, no, this is my son. Because he looked just like Devon. He does. They like, no. I'm like, no, this is my son. Oh. Yeah, and that's my man.
Well, that's like when I went out, when I took, well, again, it just keeps going back to white people.
It's always white
when
people.
I was taking my graduation photos, and Dixie and Milla came up to me. And I'm like, I have these pictures with Milla, like, yes, okay, she's in my photos, but everybody, literally, Dixie standing right beside us. Like, Dixie handed me Milla to hold her. So I'm like, your daughter is just so cute.
And here go Dixie. Yep, that's her daughter. Because I know Dixie be so sarcastic. She'd be like, yup.
That's my kid. I'm kid free. I'm out here to party. But, like, it is a little scary how much Milla looks like me.
Yeah, especially like your baby, like your kid pictures. Yeah. Milla looks just like them. And then Milla also looks like your mom.
Really?
Yes. Like,
okay, I see some of
like the slim of her face.
Yeah, okay.
And you look like your mom. So like she looked like y'all more than she looked like her own mom.
I don't know. It be going back and forth. Like, I see. It's the eyes. She got the same eyes as Dixie. Like, that's definitely, Dixie spit her out without a doubt. When I see comparisons of pictures of me, like you said, from my childhood to Milla now, I'm like, yo.
It's scary.
That's very scary.
Because Milla don't look like her dad, to me. Because I've seen him. Mm-mm. She don't look like
She just got a little bit of color from him. That's all.
Nah, she got that from you.
I'm her dad.
She don't look like him. So it is scary. Because I'll be like, maybe somewhere down the line y'all are related at some sort. Maybe it has to be, because like, and it's not even like a coincidence. Milla really look like y'all.
Yeah.
So it's scary. But no, I don't be getting it. But it be black people that saying me and Devon look like siblings. But when we were together, when we were younger,
I mean, that's how people used to say I fucking look like.
No.
Don't sit here and say no, because you was one of the main ones talking about how we look
together. That's why I said no. Y'all did. Yeah, y'all did. I used to say it all the time too.
You did. Like, everybody used to say me and him look alike, and I didn't see it.
It's not even that. I think y'all,
personality wise, yes.
Yeah,
our personalities, that's what it is for sure.
Because he act like you, like I don't know if he knows that you ever showed me that video of him on the pole, but like. That was you.
I still got it.
He was like,
he was mad. No, but what's crazy before that video, right? I was in my room, and I think I might still have this video. And before I say that, it's funny because when I had started talking to him again, he had said something. I was like, I deleted everything. There is no trace of you in my phone, which I genuinely thought I did. And then I was just scrolling. I was like, what is this? Oh, your ass turned on the pole. I'm not deleting that.
You gotta keep that. Can't do that.
Before that, I was in my room and he was on the phone, like an interview or something. Why did this man have on my cardigan? And he legit looked like somebody's aunt. Like, he got his arms crossed. He's on the phone like, yes. I was like, what in the world? And then I come out of my room and he's turning on the pole. I said, how did we get here?
Had so much fun in your relationship. I know he did.
We had a great time. He was just a fucking liar.
Y'all did have a lot. Like, when I look back, y'all used to go on trips.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're
like,
fine.
That relationship for me is so bittersweet because we got along so fucking well.
Yeah.
Travel, just in general, like, we enjoyed each other's space. We had a great time. I learned a lot of things, like, and it helped me figure out what I want out of my life. Mm-hmm. And so when shit when it got to a point where shit wasn't adding up, I internalized that and was just like, okay, well, this is like the best experience I've had in a relationship, and all my friends are happy for me. Like, the amount of random, like, oh, I'm so glad that you and so-and-so are together. I was so happy. And when shit started not to add up, I was like, well, I guess this is what I have to settle for.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the best that I've gotten, and this shit is still happening to me. Like, I'm actually trying to do right by somebody else and myself, and you still playing. Who the fuck is calling me? Yeah, thank you. Now, because why y'all calling me in the middle of the day? Yeah, so I just really started to settle, and then once shit hit the fan and I got out of it, I was like, okay, there was no need to settle. So now I'm just like, I'm cool.
Back to square.
I wouldn't even say square one.
It's not back to square one though, but it's more of like a new beginning.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. Like, I know for me, when I, like, at one point of time, like, people wanted me to be with Devon, and like, people treated me different because of who he is. Like, people, like older people, they would treat me different as far as, like, you know, Devon, he makes a lot of money, he takes care of the house, all that other stuff. But like, at one point in time, I was just not happy. Like, I wasn't happy because, like, I was young. I still needed to get out and see what was out there. I got with him when I was 18. I got pregnant at 19.
Damn.
So it's just like, and we were living together 6 months into our relationship. So, and to be young like that.
Oh, we didn't really talk during that time, so I didn't know.
Yeah. So, like, to be young, I actually talked a little bit more to Dixie back then, because Dixie was pregnant with Milla at that time.
You know what? It's all these people talking about some financial relief. If you want to provide me financial relief, you need to deposit some money in my account and pay all my fucking bills.
Just give me the money.
Just give me the fucking money. Stop harassing me with these damn voicemails and calls.
Just give me the money. But no, we were together young, and then in 2019 when I lost my job, you know, it was nothing to Devon. He was like, okay, you don't gotta worry about taking care of nothing. I'll pay all the bills. That's when that started.
Yeah.
And everybody just treated me different. But, like, I was unhappy. I was not happy. And I had broke up with Devon prior to that.
Yeah.
And then I cut all my hair off and all that. But I was not happy. Like, but mind you, I had everything. Like, I had the apartment. I had the baby. I had a man that was taking care of everything. We was talking about buying a house. Like, I had everything, but I was not fucking happy.
Because you had material things.
I had material things. Like, but I wanted to see what was outside. And trust me, I seen what was outside. Ain't shit out here. No good dick.
Outside is ghetto.
No. Liars. Men whose penis don't work. I mean, it's just like so much. There's men who are gay. Like,
oh my God, I'll never forget the time I had sex with this dude and realized midway through
he was gay. I remember you.
Yo, that shit. Oh my God, traumatizing. Like, and what's crazy about that night? This is the part that just smacks me in the face every time. I had two options for a dick appointment: the gay nigga and this other nigga. So I'm en route to the other nigga. I'm gonna call him $15 Mike, because he comes back.
I remember who that was.
So I'm on my way to $15 Mike. I'm like, happy go lucky. I'm about to get some dick. Gay nigga hit me up like, yeah, and I've known him for a minute, and I kind of had a crush on him, and we used to fake around. Like, I used to work with him, and so we used to like, oh, that nigga gay, whatever. It was a little joke, a little jokey joke.
It wasn't.
But I didn't put too much into it. But I was like, yeah, he cool. Like, we be flirting sometimes. There's a little bit of chemistry there. I was like, I know him more than I know $15 Mike, because $15 Mike wasn't $15 Mike yet. So I was like, all right. So I hopped a little Yui, and I was headed out to fucking, because $15 Mike was military, so I was headed out to Andrews to meet him on base. The other nigga was out, where was he? He was out near Top Golf in Gaithersburg. I think it was like a hotel over there. So I turned around to go see this man. I get to the hotel, everything's cool. We're having sex, and it hit me after like the third try that he was gay, because he just kept trying to stick his dick in my butt from the most uncomfortable positions. First of all, sir, you don't like having anal is a conversation you need to have with somebody. You don't just try to stick your dick in somebody's butt the first link. That's wild. That's wild. And then when it don't work the first time, you still trying, and you're not even like, you don't even have me in a position to do it. You're a missionary and you lift me up and you have my legs up over your neck with my ass in the air trying to put your dick in my butt. What? And you keep trying.
He was gay.
Then it's like, okay, you realize it's not working that way, so you flip me around back shots and you try to do it that way. Like, what are you doing? And so then I'm like, okay, I realize he's starting to put fingers in my butt. It's like one finger in my butt. Then it's 2 fingers in my butt. Then it's 3 fingers. I'm like, yo, what is going on?
Yeah,
like, it was crazy.
Yeah,
I was like, I gotta get out of here. Like, what? And then when he was giving me proper dick, it was like, it wasn't even good. Because at this point, I'm just traumatized. I got to get out of here. I got to go. So we finish up or whatever. And so he goes in the bathroom. And I'm staring at myself in the mirror like, Kia, how the fuck did you get here? You should have just went to your first link. $15 mic. Shit would have been good. How did you get here? He comes out the bathroom, tries to bend me over the sink and put it in my butt again. Where's my shit? I'm leaving. I got to go. No, Mom, is that
crazy.
You?
Not even Mom, is that you? Bye.
Like, that's crazy.
Why are you why?
I never, like, he was on a mission for the booty hole. And it's not, like, I'm not against anal, but again, it's like, that's a conversation you gotta have with somebody.
Yeah, like.
And after the first time, if you tried it and it don't work, baby, I promise you tried it at least 15 times.
And I'm not gonna hold you. You know I'm an anal girl. I love anal. But, no, you may not just do that to me. You need to talk to me. Yeah. And plus, like, I need to see your penis. And you need to prep
for that. That, too.
Yeah, I need to see your penis. Not even, like... Because I had my first real anal experience, it was with a big dick, but he took care of me. Like, girl, I told you, he was a nasty man. He was eating my coochie and fingering my butt. Then he ate my butt for like 45 minutes. Then we fucking and he just fingering my butt. He had me ready for that. And this was after the baby, so you know I got hemorrhoids. So you know, he was really getting it together. And when we finally did it. Like, we did it that day. When we finally did it, it wasn't painful.
Okay.
But then the second nigga I tried to do it with, it was painful. It was bad.
Yeah.
And he's a loser. Try to just, like, ram himself in, and then
That's
I'm like...
crazy.
I'm like, it hurt. And he's still, like... After we were done, he said to me, like, yeah, I was just treating it like it was some coochie. It's not
the
coochie.
Same thing.
It's
not the same thing.
And he's like, well, I don't know that.
Realize that the booty hole and the pussy hole are not the same. You need to treat them very differently. It's 2 different types of handling with care.
Well, I mean, that just made me know that that's the bending.
All right.
I do. Because, I mean, it makes a lot of sense now. Like, he be, like, hunched back all the time. Like, I was, like, be like this. So, like,
yo,
he do he like this all the time. So that just lets me know that he's like, his back is a circle like that because when you put it in his butt, it's
oh my god,
you know. That's what clearly, you know, and he don't know how to work a butthole.
I'm screaming.
That's how they do him.
They
just ram it in there.
Anal 3 times. The first 2 were pretty good. I mean, it was like short-lived, but it worked. It wasn't painful. When I was with, we tried. I mean, we tried. we tried like my butt did not like him. It didn't like. We tried on several different occasions. We even went to the sex store and got like anal numbing shit. Like, we was reading articles about what to do, like relax massages, all that shit, and it just would not go.
Yeah, but you know, like sometimes your butt don't like certain people. Yeah. My butt don't like my baby daddy. He be trying, fair. And he be trying, and he tries nicely, and it just don't go in. It just don't. We've tried the lube and everything, and it just doesn't work. And what I've learned with anal is that like you can't. So like, you know how with our vaginas we do Kegels?
Yeah.
With your butt, you have to like you're pooping to open it up.
Yeah.
So I be trying to do all that, and it just don't work.
Is it crazy that I was practicing as you were talking that? Like
I did too.
I'm clutching and releasing my butthole right now.
Yeah, and you know some girls do that.
And I'm a little bit nervous. Like, I'm like, hopefully I don't fart.
But some girls do that on OnlyFans. Like, apparently that turns men on when they sit up and they sit like that and they open up their butt and they opening it, like, just opening and closing it.
No, speaking of that, I saw the wildest clip. I wasn't on, because I don't be on Twitter, so I genuinely have no idea
what goes
how
on
I came across this shit, why it popped up on my phone. But it was like a motherfucking, like, 15-inch dildo. And this bitch just opened her asshole and sat on it. And I said, ah! Like, that was crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how Twitter still got me on there, because they be ready to cancel me every week. I
feel like everything is...
I go viral on Twitter at least once a week. At least.
Crazy.
And I be getting dragged. I be getting dragged to filth. Somebody last week, the most recent one was last week, this girl had tweeted something about, like, dark humor and abortions, and how, like, you know, people joke about it so much because they don't really want to talk about the dark side of it. Yeah. And I was like, but the jokes really need to stop. Like, yeah. I be joking too, fuck them kids, but, like, people be joking too hard about abortions and Plan Bs for me and my liking. Like, I don't like it because it's still traumatic. Yeah. And it's still, like, at the end of the day, I see it like this. Like, if you gonna say after you got an abortion, yeah, mommy loved you, but mommy had to get the fuck. You had to go. You had to die.
That's a little
like
insane.
If you doing all that, what if you had a child in real life, that child died? Let's joke about that. Let's joke about your child in the grave. Let's do it.
That's insane.
Let's do it. Like, you think it's so funny. So I had said, like, you know, this does need to stop. The jokes need to stop because it's not funny. Like, black people, y'all need therapy. Like, that's what y'all need. The Plan B jokes, the abortion jokes, girl, some people agree with me. 1,000 people agreed with me. 1,000 people was dragging my ass. I could show you the tweet. Like, they was like, maybe you feel guilty because you've had abortions. I don't feel guilty. I've had abortions. I just don't joke about it because it's not funny. Or, like, people are popping Plan Bs. Like,
I'm not
going to
hold you. There was a point in my time, and well, you know,
But I mean, I
was
also
popping them like Tic Tacs.
But I also feel like if you knew the detriments to your body, you wouldn't have.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because I've taken 2 Plan Bs my whole life. That's it. Because I was scared. Yeah. The girl who did tattoos, she scared the shit out of me. Because she had said to me, I'll never forget this day, I was 6 months pregnant with Deshaun. We went to go get a tattoo and she was really sick, like really sick. Mind you, I've known this lady since high school because she used to live across the street from here. Yeah. And she used to, like, do everybody tattoos underage and piercings and stuff out her apartment. So I'm fucking, she had kept canceling. She was like, when we finally got to her, she was like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I just been really sick. I got cancer. Damn. And I was like, are you okay? Like, you know, you're sick. We don't have to, the tattoo is not important. Yeah. You being okay is important. She was like, no. I just drank a crap ton of orange juice. I'm going to be all right. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, do you know, I sometimes overstep my boundaries. I be asking people, like, what happened? What do you think caused it? Yeah. And she had said to me, she was like, I used to pop Plan Bs like it was nothing. She was like, me and my husband would have sex and I'll go get a Plan B. She was like, sometimes I was taking like 3-4 Plan Bs a week. Because
that's crazy. I never did no shit like that.
She was instead of getting on birth control, she was taking Plan Bs. And you know, I'm not an advocate for none of that. I ain't an advocate for birth control. I've been on all of it and I've had issues with all of it. So, you know, she was just like, she was like, I think that's what caused it though, because like she was like, we're taking Plan Bs and that's like getting rid of something or trying to stop something. That's fucking with your organs and stuff. And she was like, I really think that's what caused me to have cancer. And I was like, what, girl? After she said that, when I tell you, I think I took one Plan B after that. Like, I took a Plan B. You know, 2021 was it was a wild year. Yeah. I took a Plan B then, but even then, I was scared to death. I was scared. I don't be messing with stuff like that. So when I see young girls doing this stuff, and I know it's like they don't really have nobody telling them, it's just like I be scared for them, and y'all making jokes out of it. Y'all is going and buying them from the stores and taking pictures with it and thinking it's a joke. Crazy. It's insane, and it's all over TikTok, and people make it people be like, oh, well, you know, it's dark humor and stuff. I have dark humor.
Okay, but my thing is, because I'm a dark humor ass bitch.
Same.
We all know I be saying some wild ass shit.
And that's what I'm saying. That's how I know, like, I'm not overstepping my boundaries.
What it is that it's okay for you to joke about something if you have experienced it. You can't just be out here saying shit about things you have no experience about because that's what you see people talking about. So you're having an uninformed opinion, first of all. And then second of all, I just think that, especially with dark humor, that's not something that you necessarily just throw out on the internet or try to have conversations with everybody. That's something that you keep with your circle of friends because they know you and there's certain things that y'all find funny.
Yeah.
Like, because I find a lot of shit that's not funny to joke with. I be dying in tears. But I know it's certain people I can have those conversations with.
And it's not, but also though, I do feel like the internet is sensitive. But like I said, it's just some things, like I have dark humor too. I think a lot of things are funny that I shouldn't think is funny. That's just what it is. But like, I just don't, I've been through an abortion. I never found that funny. Both times it was traumatic. I felt like shit. And it took me a long time to heal from that. And then it's also just detrimental to your body. Yeah. Like to sit up and be like, yeah, well, fuck it. I'm going to just be in a clinic every week. Fuck it. Girl, you fucking up your uterus. Whether you want to have kids or not. Yeah. You want to have cancer? I mean, do you want to not have a uterus at all? I'm just saying, it be too much, like, stuff like that. Maybe I'm just sensitive to it, but then again, I don't think...
Well, it's a sensitive... I know a lot of people who had abortions, and it's traumatic. Regardless.
It is, regardless, and it's painful.
And like, so to have somebody else joking at your expense, whether they've experienced it or not, that's wild.
And it's always the young
certain
bitches.
Things that should not be joked about.
That's all I'm saying. Like, and I just said the jokes need to stop. Now, does that mean it's going to stop? No. Who am I? I'm one person. Who the fuck is going to listen to me? I'm just stating my opinion, and that's another thing. The internet is so sensitive. Like, you cannot have an opinion about nothing.
That's why I don't be on Twitter.
Oh, I'm going to be on Twitter, and because I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say my opinion.
Well, maybe you can handle that aspect of once this blows up, Twitter's your strong suit. Well, social media in general is your strong suit. Social
media is definitely my strong suit just because, like, some stuff I can take. I can't take nothing from men. I can't take shit from men. Like, why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me? And I'm very much in the business nowadays where I'll just hurt your feelings. Do you have a girlfriend? Do you take care of your kids? Your mama should have swallowed you. Why are you talking to me? Stop. But with women, it's just like, I be trying to be more reasonable with them. Because it's just like, as a woman, that's how you feel.
Yeah.
That's really how you feel as a woman. Do y'all don't want niggas to treat y'all like this, but y'all, that is a thing with women. Like, women treat other women like shit. A lot of times.
I think
and I could be wrong, shit
sometimes. But yes, it comes from the idea that
being approved by
women are in competition with other women for the male species.
And it's sad.
And I actually, growing up, I definitely used to prefer to be around men more than women. I didn't have a lot of women friends besides like Dixie and maybe like a few other people. But now as I get older, I have a nice little handful of women friends that I enjoy.
I agree. I try to have more women friends now.
But it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, but that's why, this is going to sound so bad, but like that's why the women that I have currently, it's y'all or nothing.
Yeah.
That's it. Because like I've tried to have like, not new women friends, but like, I've tried to have, like in 2021, I tried to have new women that I just didn't know, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
It just didn't work. Even girls from the past, it's worked with some cases, like it's worked with you, it's worked with Jasmine. It hasn't worked with other people. So it's just like, I'm fine with the women I'm cool with, but I was like that too. Like, I didn't really want nothing to do, because women, it's always catty, it's always drama, it's always like some hating ass shit, some jealousy, and it be in our face and we don't even know.
Girl.
Like, it's crazy because when she came over on Friday, she was talking to me and she was like, Tori, I'm not gonna hold you, like, when she came in and made that speech, we all felt it was bullshit.
Yeah.
We all, because she said energy changed instantly, like, back to, she was making a whole speech, and I had wanted
during your, like,
my birthday.
Yeah, okay.
I wanted you to, when I said it, I was like, damn, I wish Kia was there, because Kia she would have said something, like, not in out loud, but I'm saying, like, you would have told me, like,
I would have pulled you to the side.
Yeah, like, Tori, nah. But because she's overprotective of me, she really just be like, with a lot of people, she just like, no. But she had said, like, she was like, nah, we all felt the energy shift, and we all kind of felt her speech was bullshit. But then she started telling me, like, say things like, well, Tori got Devon, so she'll be okay. Tori got Janaea, she'll be okay. Like, it is very much jealousy. And it just be like, but I don't be understand. A lot of women growing up, women were always jealous of, like, my lifestyle, what I had, what other niggas, some niggas that I didn't even bother with. And it just be like, well, how are you mad at me for the things that I have? Yeah. I didn't ask for that. And then also, like, you don't even know what's going on. Like, materialistically, I did have everything from my parents, but I was also being abused in the house. Yeah. It was also my dad beating my mom. My parents was on drugs. Yeah. So, like, do you really want this life? Are you really built for that? Do you really want this?
That's...
Kid, what is that?
Girl, this is the air vibe that I got from Valessa Boutique.
Really?
Yes.
So you decide to use it while we on the phone?
I mean, hey, you like to spice some shit up.
Let me see.
If you want to get you one of these, go ahead to bboutique.co and enter code BB2S1P for 20% off your order.
Hurry, because it sounds amazing.
And girl, is it? As I've gotten older, I've been having a lot more real conversations with people about, like, because even right now, I'm not in the space that I would like to be. Mentally, I am. I'm doing very well considering my circumstances. But, like, everybody's just like, oh, my God, like, I wish that I had this or I had that. Like, you do this so well. And I'm just like, if y'all actually knew the chaos that I'm, like, going through on a daily basis, y'all would not want this handle at all. Like, no, but it's not even that they wouldn't want it. I have other friends who are also like, damn, like, I really thought you were well off and you were doing great, and to hear you say that makes me feel like less bad about where I am in life. So it's like people are just looking at other people and seeing what they have and not realizing, like, people are fucking humans. Like, we all go through shit. Humans. We're all going through shit. It's just, it looks different for every person. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop being mad at somebody. If there's something that you want, go out and fucking get it, bro. Go and get it. Stop, don't be mad at me. Ass. Don't be mad at me because you don't got what I got. Go do what you need to do to get what I got.
And a lot of people have a lot more advantages than me and you.
Hello.
A lot more.
Hello.
Like people have their mommies and their daddies, a lot of shit in their mom and dad's names. Yes. Their credit is impeccable because of their parents. A lot of people have the option to go home and live with their parents and live rent free and all that other stuff. Like,
if they're down bad, they can reach out like, hey, mom, dad, can I get this? Like,
a lot of people have that. So I'm like, but you know what I've also grown to learn? That, because I've never wanted nobody else's life. I promise you. Like, I love my life just how it is. The struggles and everything with it, I like my life. But what I've learned is some people even want your struggles.
Oh, yeah.
Just to say they've been through it. Because a lot of people don't have a struggle story.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't. And a lot of people say the same thing to me, too. Oh, I thought you was
or
doing
they
so
like
well.
They like to hear about your story so they can go tell other people. Like, in college. Ooh, girl.
But, like, it's their story.
College, child. I will never forget my freshman year. So, I was in a triple. And fucking Towson, like, why y'all bringing more people than y'all can actually house? But that's neither here or there. So my first semester, I had my one roommate, who we chose each other, you know, and then the other person, little white girl, was random. And so out of the three of us, the white girl, her mom lived within distance. So her mom was there all the time, buying stuff for the room, giving her money, like her dad sent her money. She was well off. My other friend, you know, she had people who, if she needed the money, they would give it to. In college,
you was on your own.
I was on my own. Like, I went home on the weekends to work occasionally. I never asked my mom for money in college because I knew that she didn't have it. And, like, my granddad was supposed to send me money. He sent me, like, $50 a month. My phone bill was $50 a month. Mm-hmm. Like, and then my stepsister was very briefly sending me money, but that's neither here or there. So it was just, like, I had to really, like, figure shit out for myself in college. And so one day I'm minding my business and I'm with the white girl's friend, because I think it was like somebody's birthday that weekend, and she was in class, so I was with her friend who was staying with us that weekend. We had went to the store. This is my first time meeting shorty. Don't know her from a can of paint. We're in a car. She looks over at me and she's like, I just think it's so cool and I'm just so commendable that, like, you're doing this college thing by yourself, like, with no support. Like, you're really out here working hard for yourself. And I'm just like, what? What? And she really thought that was appropriate.
That be people's problem. People be saying they think everything is appropriate and they are allowed to just speak on things that they have no idea what they're talking about.
Like why? Like, I mean, I was just so caught off guard because, again, this is the first time I've met this girl. Why do you even know that? Like, why is that a conversation that she's having with you? And I feel like even if you think, like, that's commendable, that's not how you say it at all. And that's not how you... Maybe if you had said that in that way, but the conversation was brought up a different way. Like, I don't know. I was just really caught off guard. And I was just like... I looked at her. And she didn't process why I was looking at her. And I was just like, thanks. And then the rest of the car ride was silent. Because I was just like, I need to get out this car.
She didn't need to do that. And that girl didn't need to be talking about that to nobody.
Don't even get me started on her and everything she was telling everybody that they didn't need to know.
But that's the problem. And that's another thing. Like, I have also had to learn that, you cannot tell your business to everybody.
Child.
You can't, because, like, I've gotten comfortable. I've been comfortable with you, and I'll tell you anything because I've never had to worry about you telling nobody else. But it's crazy because, like, that one friendship, like, they knew a lot of things. Yeah. To hear that they were telling people that had no business, like, these not my people, these your people. Yeah. And this is my thing, right? And this is why I respect you, I respect Jasmine, and I've respected a couple other people, is because if I tell y'all something, of course y'all have y'all best friends outside of me. Of course y'all do. But y'all have never felt the need, even if y'all did, y'all have never felt the need to tell y'all best friend my business. And even if y'all did, y'all best friends are not, not messy enough to do that. It's
certain people that you tell things to. Like, I wouldn't go be like, oh, tell me why, da-da-da. Like, I will say, out of I really have 3 main friends. You already know who they are. You, Dixie, Katie. Like, Molly. And
yes.
Well, yeah, I love my friends. But I'm saying, like, you know what I mean. So it's like, if I'm not running between y'all telling each other's business, but there are some things that I share, but it's nothing crazy. Like, it's, what is shareable and what's not shareable information.
And I feel like we all do.
Right now, with, like, how me and you weren't talking, and everybody's like, oh, what's up with you and Tori? You ain't talking to her. I'm like, me and Tori good. Like,
right.
Tori going
We're
through some
adults.
shit. We're adults. Like, she going through some shit. That's her business. That's not my business to go around. Like, I'm going to be here when she's good, and now we're good. And we're,
And that's another messy thing that adults do. Like, why is it, like, nobody said that to me when me and you weren't talking, when me and Janaea weren't talking. Like, I am an adult. Yeah. We are all adults, and we all handle things different. This is not high school. Mm-hmm. Like, in high school, yes, you did need to worry if one of your friends was not talking to you, because why aren't you talking to me? But as adults, we all handle things differently. And what if it's a financial issue?
Yeah.
I can't talk about that, because first of all, when I'm upset about something, that's all I talk about. That's all I'm going to talk about. Yeah. And that's annoying. Like, nobody wants to hear the same thing over and over. But you know what? I'm learning about this adult stuff. I told you, 27 got serious.
Oh, you are 27 now.
Ugh. And it feels so... Because 25 was a party. Like, from the time I turned 25 until the time I turned 26. It was a fucking party. That was 2021. Everybody was partying. Yeah. But then 26 came, and it was like, all right, it's time to, like, get serious. But it wasn't super serious. It was still fun.
Yeah.
But 27, girl, after my birthday party, it felt like, all right, so what's up? Like,
be nervous.
Like, I hate to say it, because, like, when everybody's saying, like, my therapist even said it. She was like, yeah, but when you turn 30, it'll feel different. It'll feel like...
I'm not even worried about... In terms of 30...
Everybody says 30s are easier because the 20s were hard. I'm not worried about 30s.
I'm not... All I'm worried about, my dirty 30, we going up.
Yeah.
Dirty 30. Dirty 30 is also my golden birthday. It's a fucking wrap. It's a fucking wrap. everybody be prepared to die for the night because it's going fucking down on my 30th birthday. But like honestly, I don't care for the 30s. I'm ready to be 40. And I've been saying it. I'm ready to be 40.
The only thing about 40 is if I do indeed have another child next year, I'm going to be with a toddler at 30. And then at...
Like your girl.
No, she's 40. Like a dumbass. You're supposed to get it out the way early. Like, she's an idiot.
Well, my mom... Okay.
She's 42
Stop.
or 43. And that is 1.
Oh, yeah. No, she's tripping.
Crazy. And then I think her is 9. And then her is 18 or 19.
That's wild.
Yeah, like, why did you do that? Like, you really did space it out. And I know Deshaun and his sibling will have an age gap, but it'll be a 7-8 year age gap.
That's
and
not too bad.
By the time I'm 40, my toddler will be what? 11? I'm fine with that.
Well, okay, so I used to say that if I were to have a kid, I would want to have that kid by no later than 31, 32. Because I really thought 30s was old. Like, I thought that was it for me. Now I'm like, nah. And my mom had me at 37. So growing up, I was nervous. I was like, my mom is old.
Mm-hmm.
No, the fuck she's not. My mom, she'll be 64 this year. She is not old at all. And so I'm like, 37 actually isn't that bad. Mm-mm. And I have a great relationship with my mom. I'm pushing 30.
It just
she's
depends.
pushing 65. Yeah.
It depends on what kind of parent you want to be. Because, like, for you, it'll be okay if you do decide to wait that late, just because that'll be your first kid.
Yeah.
If you had a kid at my age, when I was 19, and then you turned around and had a baby at 37, then you're wilding for respect because your child is out the house.
Yeah, that's
and now
crazy.
You start all over.
My mom had my sister at 27, and then 5 years later, my brother, and then 5 years later.
Oldest.
Yeah, so it was my sister, my brother, then me, and we're all 5 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
My brother and I, it's like 5 years and some change, so it almost feels like 6 years, but, you know.
See, no, my mom was 19 when she had Terry, 21 when she had Patty, and then she waited 16 and 14 years later to have me at 35.
Oh, that's crazy.
So, like, and that's insane because you have a 14 and a 16-year-old. You're almost done.
Yeah.
I would not have done it.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm so hell-bent. Like, if I am going to have another baby, it has to be next year.
Yeah. Okay.
It has to, because Deshaun will be 8. Well, he'll be 7. He'll be 7 this year. He'll be 8 next year. And then at least, like, at 40, my one baby's in college, and my next baby's 11.
Yeah.
I'll be by 50.
And
I'm
if,
done.
honestly, at 11, you're a little bit more self-sufficient. You ain't that smart,
And
but
you
you
will
are self-sufficient.
And then also you have a sibling. Like, he'll have Deshaun, or he or she will have Deshaun. And Deshaun, he ain't got no choice. You better bring your ass home and come take care of this baby. You got every other weekend and shit, but come show you, especially if it's a boy. I feel like it'll be a different relationship with a boy. With a girl, I might be stuck. I may be stuck.
But you might be surprised. And
Devon, I feel like, will be a more, like, he's an active dad, but I think he'll be a super active dad. This is the only...
If it's a girl?
Either or. Okay. He's going to be a super because, like, Devon is very, even though he doesn't necessarily like the things that I do, he's very supportive. Mm-hmm. And I'm very appreciative of that. Like, he's still, like, when I was talking to him about, like, if I have another baby, I got to put opening a pole studio on the back burner.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, but by that time we'll have more money and it'll be easier to open up.
Yeah.
So, you know, the only thing about it is we're talking about moving to Waldorf. And you know the first thing he said? He was like, well, what about Kia? I was so shocked that he said that because he was like, because you live out here. And Waldorf is kind of another continent.
Trust me, I'm well aware.
And I said, Kia used to live in Waldorf. And I was like, but it is different because at that time I was living in Temple Hills. So it was definitely not far. Like, it was like a 20-minute drive.
Well, I think, you know.
But I also don't know where you're going to be living because you're talking also about buying a house.
Yeah.
So I'm like...
okay, but that's what I'm saying. One, you know me, I don't care about a drive. I think also, two, it's... Like he said, we'll have more money by then. We'll have more of an idea of what it is we're even doing, where this is going. And if it has to be a thing where we get a podcast loft in the middle of, like, a middle point or something. But in general, in terms of housing, like, I want to stay in this general area because that's what I grew up in and I'm familiar. But, like, a lot of the houses I'm looking at, too, are in, like, Upper Marlboro, Clinton, Temple Hills, Bowie. So, Waldorf, even if I was still here, Waldorf is not an issue.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm definitely looking at Waldorf.
Waldorf, the 6, almost 7 months I lived there, it's a nice little, yeah.
And it's because I want a big house.
Yeah.
I want a big house with a pool and a basketball court in the back. I want a big house, and a big house in Waldorf is not really expensive.
Yeah.
A big house in Bowie is a pretty penny. And if I get pregnant next year, we need to be moving the following year, because if it's a boy, Deshaun and the baby want to share a room. I don't care. But if it's a girl, she need her own room. Yeah. You can't share a room with your brother. That's gross. But yeah, I want a lot. I did have to tell you something. I don't know how you're gonna feel about it though.
Quick. What time do you have to get to Deshaun again?
1:30.
Okay. It's just giving you a heads up. It's 12:40.
Yes, we do need to. But I am gonna stop dancing at the club. I'm gonna still do performances and stuff like that. But the club, energetically.
Well, okay. First of all, can we just get into why do you always feel like I gotta tell you something, but I don't know how you're gonna feel?
I don't be having anxiety when I tell you. I just don't know how you're gonna feel. Like, it might make you sad. Because if you tell me something, it might make me sad. Like, if you be like, oh, Tori, yeah, I found a house in Arizona.
First of all, put some respect on my name. The fucking water in Arizona is trifling, and it should not be fucking called water. Aquafina is better than that shit, and you know I fucking hate Aquafina.
I was about to say, I hate Aquafina, but yeah.
Arizona, how I drink water, and I'm gulping that shit, and I'm more thirsty than when I started.
Yeah, because that's Arizona for you.
The water in that place is deplorable.
It is. It's probably got doo-doo in it.
Probably. But no, honestly, it tastes like that because they got minerals. Like, their water is actually good for you. So that just goes to say what East Coast is.
Yeah. That just goes to show you we've been led wrong our whole lives. This sucks.
Like, I'm complaining.
But I will say, yeah,
that their water is healthy and it tastes nasty. Like, put some lead in my shit.
But give me a little razzle dazzle. Essentia is nasty to me.
Yeah, Essentia is nasty to me too. I'm a no particular order. I am a Deer Park, Polar Springs, Nestle, and some store brand waters be hitting.
Some store brand, like Audi store brand water, I'll fuck with.
I fuck with Arcadia, that's Giant.
I'll fuck with them. I fuck with Shoppers.
Costco, Kirkland, they be hitting too.
I haven't had Costco water in a long time.
Kirkland lives in my trunk.
I haven't had it. Maybe I have had it then, because I always get a water from you.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm a Fiji bitch.
Ooh, Fiji? If my pockets, if it was payday, Fiji.
Girl, definitely. When I used to go grocery shopping, when I used to fake be rich when I was a teacher. That's crazy to even say, right? Because teachers don't make a lot. But that's when I made the most money. No. Girl, that's when I made. That was a lot of money.
Well, yeah, no. I would definitely say while I was teaching, that's definitely the most money I made. But it don't say nothing because I still had other jobs.
Yeah.
So.
I used to buy cases of Fiji water. Girl, that shit would be $40 for a fucking 6-pack.
See, yeah,
I used to love, but it was different. Not. It wasn't. It wasn't just small bottles.
I'm talking.
It was like this side.
Oh,
yeah. No.
Okay, then that's not bad.
But Fiji water is expensive.
Yeah.
But I'm a
it's like
Fiji.
$4 a bottle.
I'm a Fiji.
Have you ever had Voss?
Mm-mm.
That's
a lot of
the
people
circular joint with
yeah. That's a fancy. I've never. It was wine.
I could see.
Yeah. There's another water that I frequently get. You can never not see me with it. It's like this, but it's something else. I can't remember what it's called right now.
How you feel about Life Water?
Life Water is okay.
Yeah.
I don't be liking the way it tastes sometimes.
I don't be liking how it tastes either. If I'm I be mad that I've never. Hey, why are you breathing like that in my ear, shorty? Don't be getting me biting on my hair. What's good? Give me a little pound.
She might bite you.
That's okay. That's why you got a chunk out of your ear, miss, anyway.
Because she do too much.
It's okay.
I just don't understand why she's doing this. Move.
It's okay.
And she probably stink.
Nah, she fine. Hey, you are in my face, baby.
No, for real.
You better not do no nut shit. This is why I don't fuck with
No,
cats.
she
like
don't
that.
be doing nothing. It's just that I can't believe she's on your line like that.
My brother's ex-girlfriend had a black cat named Panther. I fucked with him. He was like that too. He was mean. He ain't like nobody. But animals, that's how y'all know I'm a good person. So why y'all keep treating me like this?
I always say that too. I be like, everybody, kids and animals do love you.
Hey, Stinker Buddha. Hey.
Ugh.
Hey, Stinker.
Maybe it's me. I don't like animals. I can't stand animals.
Hey.
Stay away from me.
So I always said, like, if I got a cat, it would definitely be a black cat. But I don't want a cat. I want a dog. I want a Roddy. And I want a...
dog. I don't want a cat.
Your butthole is in my face. Now I need you to go. Because I don't want to see a
Go
cat.
ahead. I don't want a cat, a dog, a nothing. Nothing. Just nothing. I don't want a hamster, a fish, a snake.
I don't want to... I don't want a fish because I used to have fish.
Go
it's
ahead.
okay. She like me. I like you too. Just not when your booty holes in my face.
Maybe she getting fat.
She is getting a little chunky. Glockiana.
Too many blockies. Alright.
I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue.
This is where Kia gets ghetto.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
Give me beso. Mwah. Extendo. I carry bitches like a prego.
I actually love that girl. You know how old she is?
How old is she?
She's like 29.
Really?
Yes. I
thought she was younger.
I thought she was young too. For a while, there was a rumor going around that she was 32. And she was in interviews like, they used to be like, how old are you? And she'd be like, well, apparently I'm 32. And she'd be like, what's crazy is my birthday coming up and I'm not even about to be 30. But that's how I know she's older.
Yeah.
Because she don't want to say her age.
Yeah.
And so finally, when her birthday came around, everybody was saying happy 29th birthday. Like all the blogs and everything. And I was like, I knew she was older than me.
Okay.
But you know, in the industry, you can't be old. Like now and ever since.
But
her
she
age,
looked young though. Like I thought,
a baby.
I thought honestly she was either our age or younger.
I thought she was younger than us.
Yeah.
But now I see, and she was right to not say her age because now they not pushing her anymore, and they pushing Ice Spice. And I'm sorry, Ice Spice is not even that pretty, and her music sucks.
She be having. I don't listen to Ice Spice.
She'll have
she'll have like bars and shit every once in a while. Like I heard something on Instagram when I was scrolling. I was like, okay, that's hot. I might actually download it. But you know what? Ice Spice to me feels like Lil Pump.
Don't do that.
No, I okay, I definitely just maxed. But I mean in terms
do that.
I mean in terms of okay, so what came
I almost said who? Lil Pump came
the only reason why I say that though is because I don't be listening to rap beef or whatever, but apparently at one point in time Lil Pump had dissed Cole, and there's a song, I think it's 1985, that he released on Cole, that he released on, I'm blanking the name of the album, but it's the joint where it was about drugs, kids on drugs, something. J. Cole. Let me look, but it's called 1985. But basically, he's coming back at Lil Pump, basically saying like, "Oh, I heard niggas was trying to diss me, but like, first of all, do you know who I am? Like,
do you know who I am? What? Don't play.
I fucking drop music. I make fucking hits with no promo. Like, I'm that nigga." Cole is that nigga, and if anybody disrespect him, I can't fuck with you.
I don't really listen to his music, but when I do,
Cole
is he is amazing. He's a good storyteller.
Very.
He's a genius.
Yes.
And he can actually rap. Like he actually talk his shit. The only thing was recently I found out he was biracial, and I did not know that. The way that man talk about black issues, I thought he was all black and just light skinned.
Okay.
His mama is white.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Well, I mean, honestly.
Because I feel like they don't...
I wouldn't say that I knew per se, but he was so light-skinned, I was like, it gotta be in there somewhere.
I didn't know he was biracial. I genuinely thought he was just black. Because it's high yellow like that. And even though I think she white, I seen her mom. Her mom is black.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Well, yeah, my mom,
high yellow, but she's a black woman.
Yeah.
So I just thought he was light-skinned, but I seen a picture very recently of him and his mom. And it changes my perspective because it's like, people with white mamas and black mamas are
okay, if
really
he had
different.
a white dad, then what?
Then it would, to me, it's always different. Like I've seen.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you
Yeah.
that having a white mom versus a white dad.
Oh,
and,
no. Okay, if
it's different, but I'm asking you, why is it different for you?
Oh, for me, it's different because I have two friends who are biracial and their mamas is black and their dads is white. I have more friends that are their mamas is white and them bitches are a mess. They are a fucking mess. And on top of that, like they do the same thing that J. Cole is doing. They heavily speak on these black issues, and your mama is white. Your mama is white, and I'm not saying they don't experience nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but you're a mess all the time. Like they are a mess. I always notice the people who are raised with their white side, they are a hot mess.
Yeah,
they're a hot ass mess, and I like they be talking about these black issues, and like I said, I'm not saying they don't know them, but you don't know all of them. You don't know all of them, and the way you speaking on them, it's like you've actually been through it. Some of them have never been through nothing. Yeah. I don't know what J. Cole's been through.
Yeah.
But I know, like, a couple of my friends who was raised by their white mamas ain't been through shit. Nothing. And they will say, like, I've never personally experienced it. But, like, you know, for my fellow blacks, like...
So, question. The people that you know that are biracial, are they mostly women? When you're speaking, are you speaking of women mainly? Like, is that what comes to your mind?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Because I was just going to put in the argument, like, I get what you're saying,
mm-hmm.
but I also think that whether your parent is white, whichever parent is white, it means something very different to be a black man.
Yeah,
regardless.
Absolutely. They're very different. Like, men go through other things that women don't go through. Just like she's
okay.
annoying.
It's okay.
Just like women go through things that men never go through. Like, but it's just always a mess. Like, because, you know, I think white people are a mess.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. I don't know if you watched this Murders documentary. I don't know if you're into stuff like that.
True crime? Oh, bitch, that's my shit.
So on Netflix, watch the murders. Actually, the dad just got sentenced 700 years.
Jesus.
And
you know what? Somebody was telling me about that. That is
mm-hmm.
something I gotta check out.
You gotta watch it. The one on Netflix was good, but then if you have HBO Max, go watch that one after, because they get real in depth to it.
Okay.
But it's just like white people be a mess, and then white people who have biracial kids, they don't know what to do with them.
Speaking of this, I saw something came across my timeline last night. It was this black woman.
Yes,
on TikTok
her mom.
Yep, that shit
I meant to send
wild.
that to you. I meant to, because you don't have a Twitter, so I was just sending it to everybody on Twitter. I meant to text it to you. That shit was sad.
Her mom
cried.
had dementia. Yeah, that was crazy.
I cried because that girl looked broken, and she said exactly what I said. There's a whole, I could have, met these people, and that's what I'm saying. White people be a mess, and they be messing up they biracial kids. The other girls that I know that their moms are black, they're a mess too, but they not as a mess as that, because their mamas is black. Their mamas done seen and been through some shit, and their mamas tell them what it is. White people, they be, either they make them feel really good if they're super light skinned and got nice hair. They make them feel like they better than black people. With the boys, I feel like the boys be a mess because of how poorly they're treated. Mm-hmm. Like, you're light skinned, you're super light skinned, but you're also soft. Look at her just shedding. You're also super soft, and girls only gonna want to be with you because you're super light skinned and you got these pretty eyes, and they want their kids to look like that. So, like, it's just a mess. It's a mess. That's why I don't have no desire to have biracial kids. I don't want a half Spanish kid, no shade. I don't want no half Spanish kid, no half white child. I would do Spanish
before anything. But I mean, I lost my virginity to a Spanish guy.
I used to love Spanish men. It's not even that. It's more of like you have to. This is my thing. With Spanish men, I would be with a Spanish man, but he got to be like Dominican or Cuban. Yeah. Like, it has to be a black Spanish man.
Yeah.
But then I could have a baby. My baby could come out looking like a little El Salvadorian because you are Spanish. So it's just like, and black people, we're diverse, but then also Spanish people is the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know what to expect. So I'm gonna just stick with black men, the black men's, because I could still,
Yeah.
But it really did hurt my heart to see that his mama was white. I was like, oh fuck.
I saw a little bit of discourse on that, but back to how he got here. On that album, it was a diss track towards Lil Pump, and he was basically saying like, you doing all this rapping because it's hot. Like you said, he came and went. You was doing all this following trends, and you have not necessarily white spice.
White spice.
Not necessarily Ice Spice is doing this, but kind of the idea of like, I mean, maybe it's not my place to talk on her because I don't listen to her. I don't necessarily care for her, but she got some bars. She whatever, but good luck to her.
Here's my thing with Ice Spice. I'm happy for her. She doesn't bother anybody.
Yeah, she doesn't. She be minding her business.
She minds her business.
I'm not an Ice Spice hater.
Yeah. She minds her business, and you know the music she makes is for that generation. Yeah. They love it. They love it.
I guess that's where it's coming from, because it's like it's not what I grew up on, and it's not similar to really anything I grew up on, so I just don't connect with it. But like her as a person, she's cool. She's a vibe.
She mind her business. Music's not. Her music's not, and you know, like I said, some of the songs that I've heard, it's like I like it because she said one little something.
One little something. That's literally
she in her mood. Yes, I'm in my mood. Princess Diana is the only song that I fuck with.
That was the song that popped up, and I was like, hold on, okay.
I fuck with that song. Yeah. I love that.
I'm actually gonna go download it because
out of that whole little short story, because that was not an album. That was good, but like, I just feel like I don't know. Ice Spice is, compared to Lola Brooke, she's definitely overhyped. Yeah. She's pushed because she's light skinned.
I was just about to say that too. I was like, it's definitely a colorism.
She's light skinned. She's young. She's fresh. She's a baby. I feel like it's a lot of factors aside from her being light skinned. I think light skin plays a bigger part, the biggest part. But like with Ice Spice and Lola, I think with Lola, it's more of, she's older. She's gonna cater more to us. Yeah. She know Lil' Kim and Foxy and all the other Brooklyn rappers. Ice Spice, she said her favorite rapper is Nicki Minaj, which is so universal because everybody was listening to Nicki Minaj because they're mamas. Like at her age, she always. Ice Spice, I'm really trying to see her mom. Her mom gotta be young because she always be like, yeah, my mom's a baddie. Like, there's no way she's not at least. Her mom has to be a young mom. She has to be. She's gotta be.
How old is Ice Spice?
Ice Spice is 23. She just turned 23. She's a baby.
Oh my god! Like, I'm not old, but
but when we old compared to like now, it's like when I look back, I'm like, damn.
You know, it's been almost 10 years since we graduated.
Right.
Insane.
To look back, I hate looking back on high school pictures. So I'd be like, damn. Ugh. All right, let's get into the scheduling and stuff before we run out of time.
Okay.